Your girls have been with you through every moment of your life. They were with you when you felt unbreakable, and with you when you had your heart broken. They were with you when you shared your love with the world, and with you when she became your world. They're still with you right now. But how well do you know them?
You don't know my name.
So there you are, shuffling through a stack of resumes and you come to mine. This is it, first impression, my way in. But can my resume show you how I truly stand out? Like that I was studying, going to night school while working 2 jobs just to help my parents pay for groceries. Or being the first one to always step up. No, that's something you just can't put on paper. Look beyond the resume and discover new ways to develop great talent that is dedicated, hardworking, and determined like me.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Good evening and welcome to Eagle Eye News at 6. I'm Sydney Sims.
And I'm AJ Rivera. The first case of a new flu-like coronavirus has been confirmed in the U.S. in Seattle, Washington, last Tuesday. The outbreak started in China and has spread throughout Taiwan, Japan, Thailand, and South Korea, and has more than 300 confirmed infections and has killed at least 17 people.
The Alabama Department of Public Health is now in close communication with the Centers for Disease Control to help monitor the evolving outbreak. The United States is now actively screening incoming travelers from China. Healthcare providers in Alabama are now being asked to conduct screening of patients seeking care for influenza-like illnesses who have traveled to China in the past 14 days prior to illness and contact ADPH and CDC for consultation and guidance.
Although information about the illness is limited, symptoms of the new respiratory virus include cough, difficulty breathing, fever, and in some patients, life-threatening pneumonia. People with these symptoms should contact a physician, urgent care center, or hospital for screening and care.
And in news this side of the Atlantic, President Trump impeachment trials continue.
Auburn professor Dr. Ryan Williamson in the Political Science Department spoke with Eagle Eye TV over the phone to break down what the trial is all about.
Essentially, the president took actions as it relates to military funding to Ukraine. And in the investigation related to those actions, the Democrats managed to pass articles of impeachment. That's essentially the equivalent of the just police charging someone with a crime. Currently in the Senate, the president is being tried for those crimes. So the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court is acting as the judge, and all of the senators are acting as jurors. For the president, if he is removed from office, it means he won't be on the ballot. At this point, seems like the least likely outcome. What matters more is how it will impact kind of vulnerable senators up for re-election and how it will impact voters in the presidential election. There's a chance that failing to remove the president from office could mobilize a lot of Democrats who believe, like, hey, this is an individual who shouldn't be there. Now it's up to us to go and do what the Senate couldn't or didn't instead. So we want to remove him from office. It's going to be an incredibly competitive election with, I anticipate, very, very high turnout.
It was announced last week that 2 students from Auburn have been selected for the Albert Schweitzer Fellowship.
Harley Moore, a sophomore in the Harrison School of Pharmacy, and Emily Moon, a doctoral student in the School of Kinesiology, will join 15 other students from Samford University, the University of Alabama, the University of Alabama at Birmingham, and the University of Montevallo.
The fellowship is a great opportunity in which the students spend the next 15 months developing and carrying out service projects related to health disparities in under-resourced communities. In the process, the students will learn how to address social factors that impact health and develop lifelong leadership skills.
Auburn University Housing sent out an email last week to on-campus residents about some changes in regards to services providing to those living in the dorms. They said, "We regret to inform you that Philo, the television company that provides university housing with cable, will no longer offer HBO Go as a service to residence halls after March 16, 2020. We apologize for this inconvenience and appreciate your understanding."
This change may come on the heels of HBO launching their own streaming service, HBO Max, that is set to launch in May of this year. The new service will reportedly cost $15 a month at the same price HBO Go is currently. Those who still want access to HBO following the change can gain access through another TV provider or by purchasing a subscription through HBO Go. The university housing website has not yet reflected the change in the service.
U.S. News and World Report released their 2020 Best Online Program Rankings on January 14th, and Auburn's online graduate programs were ranked amongst the best in the nation. The Harvard College of Business, Samuel Jing College of Engineering, and the College of Education all received best designations in the rankings.
Bill Hargrave, Provost and Senior Vice President for Academic Affairs, said that these rankings demonstrate Auburn's continued commitment to providing outstanding academic programs through online education. And by expanding Auburn's capacity for online learning, our faculty are re-imaging how we deliver high-quality education to our students in the ways that are both accessible and align with our on-campus experience.
Nearly 400 Auburn faculty teach over 1,000 online courses each year. In addition to numerous graduate programs, the university currently offers 3 online undergraduate programs as well in business administration, computer science, and RN to BSN. We'll be back with more after this. You're watching Eagle Eye TV, Auburn's news leader.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. She gave them some broth without any bread and kissed them all soundly and put them to bed. Hunger is a story we can end. End it at feedingamerica.org.
I was living in a shelter juggling 3 jobs. I had to be resilient. That's something that you can't teach.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world. Told you she's super smart. If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Auburn University Transportation Services has partnered with Lyft, a popular ride-sharing company, to provide students safe late-night rides within a 4-mile radius of their home throughout the semester.
The Auburn Lyft Late Night Smart Ride program began last Wednesday and will offer currently enrolled students up to $10 discount on rides from within the university designated service areas. Designated service areas include the Student Center Tiger Transit Station and between South Gay Street and Wilmore Drive by Toomer's Corner.
According to Kelsey Prather, a communications and marketing specialist for Auburn University, the discount will only apply for students who are using the app to get home. For example, if a student is at a bar downtown and uses the app to ride back home, then the discount applies. All currently enrolled students should receive an email from Lyft requesting verification of their Tiger Mail account, in addition to details about the Auburn Lyft Late Night Smart Ride program. A new mural is on display in the East Alabama Medical Center's pediatric unit. Designed to reflect the aquatic theme in other parts of the pediatric unit, the mural's bright colors and art will help illuminate the patient's days and help them through the healing process.
The mural was created by a group of Auburn students in Professor Wendy Deschaines' Painting 2 class. Deschaines students work on projects nearly every semester. Last semester, the class created a mural for the Lee County Humane Society.
To be able to work with everybody was really nice and really great to learn, I think, for us as artists, but also to be able to know that it's coming here, it's going to brighten everybody's day. It was just really rewarding altogether.
And it just makes everything brighter and cheerier and gives them a sense of hope while they're in the hospital. And what we know from an evidence-based standpoint, it helps with them getting better and healing them.
And another display coming to the Student Center is featuring everyone's favorite tiger. The Aubie Experience display is set to open this Saturday before the men's basketball game against Kentucky. Fans who want to be there for the unveiling can be a part of the ceremony on Saturday from 3 to 4 p.m.
The display will be located next to the Floyd Information Desk on the second floor of the Student Center.
An Auburn University graduate with a doctorate in physics recently found evidence of a new atomic process, proving a theory that was made a decade ago by a former Auburn professor. The graduate who made the find is Ahmed Bassam Namir. Namir's discovery provided evidence to a theory that was posed in 2010 by former Auburn professor Francis Robichaud, who now works at Purdue University.
Robichaud's theory focused on what is known as the recombination process, which refers to electrons combining with atomic nuclei to form atoms.
Atomic physicists are excited about this find as they believe it could unlock answers about the evolution of stars and other objects in the universe.
Stuart Locke, a professor in Auburn's Department of Physics, agrees and said that this find could provide us new information about where carbon, oxygen, and other elements came from in our universe, which could in turn lead to giving us a better picture at how the universe is continually evolving.
RBD Library will begin new extended hours starting January 31st. Previously, the library was open until 6 on Fridays and Saturdays, but will now close at 9 p.m.
We've been hearing for a while that students, especially graduate students, wanted more weekend access for their work, Dean of Libraries Shai Zhang said. We are pleased that we can now offer these extended hours to our students needing more time to accomplish their research or to find a great place to study.
This week's Pet of the Week is Ringo. This sweet one-year-old boy is a big ball of energy and bounces around everywhere. He loves anyone and anything he meets and would be the most loyal puppy. He just needs somebody to love.
Ringo is already neutered, vaccinated, and microchipped and has tested negative for heartworms. Come by the Lee County Humane Society and discover what a joy he is to be around. We'll be back for more after this.
My parents weren't fluent in English, so in school I had to be independent and take initiative, and that's how I handle every project I get.
Hey Kevin, you thinking about retirement?
I'd love to, but I'm pretty busy with all this.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet our retirement coach, Avo. A is for taking action.
Not anxiety?
No, Kevin, you're gonna be fine.
You sing?
Barely. V is for variety.
And you dance?
Sort of. Come on. O is for optimize your savings.
Let Avo lead the way.
Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
Nice.
Hey.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The South saw extremely low temperatures last week, and Florida experienced the coldest temperatures they have had in almost a decade, with freeze warnings throughout the state last Wednesday.
The temperatures in South Florida dropped so low Wednesday morning that forecasters at the National Weather Service office in Miami warned residents to be on guard for falling iguanas. Iguanas are cold-blooded creatures. If temperatures get too low, they will slow down and stiffen up and go into a state of hibernation. This causes them to lose grip on the trees. The iguanas are okay. They don't freeze and they aren't going to die, but they will be motionless.
Residents are advised to watch out for the falling iguanas, but they should be just fine as the temperatures rise throughout the day. That's all that we have for you tonight. Keep up with all the latest Auburn news throughout the week by following us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at Eagle Eye TV. I'm AJ Rivera.
And I'm Sydney Sims. Thanks for joining us, and War Eagle.